guys, my name's Nicole and today I'm going to be taking you through the next generation Everest Sport. So behind me I have a 2022 Ford Ranger Next Generation Everest Sport in the Meteor Grey. This one here does have the 18-inch all-terrain tyres option instead of the 20-inch alloys, but we'll go through that in a minute. So starting from the front, you do get the blacked out finish on the Everest Sport. It's something you don't see on any other Everest in the Next Generation line. So that includes the black badging across with the Everest. You do get the black grille, the black Ford badging. We've put black plates on it just to match the whole theme of it. You do get your C-clamps that come in the new Ford Ranger line, and this one does have LEDs in it as well. You do get your 4 parking sensors across the front. You can option in the front camera. It comes in the touring pack. That's something we'll go through throughout the video, but that is a factory option. It's not something that you can do aftermarket. Heading down, you do also get your radar with your adaptive cruise control, your stop start as well. Under the hood, you do get a V6 10-speed automatic engine. You do get a little bit of space in the front here for any aftermarket accessories you're hoping to fit, as well as your space back here for your battery or snorkel, whatever you'd like to fit down this side. From the factory, we have fitted the 18-inch all-terrain tyres to this car. It is a no-cost option. As a standard, you will get a 20-inch alloy and 20-inch all-season tyre if you don't go with that option. Now you will see that your wheels are also black to continue on with that theme of the blacked out look that the Everest Sport gets. To spread that black theme throughout the whole car, you will see that your V6 badging is all black here. You do get the black mirrors, you get the black sport badge. The door handles do have your keyless entry proximity sensors in them. You do get your blind spot monitoring and you do get a puddle lamp as a standard. If you would like to option in those 360 cameras, it does come in that touring pack that I mentioned earlier, and that is a factory option that comes with a cost. You will see that your side steps and your rails are blacked out as well. There is a change coming to the 2023 model Everest Sport with these roof rails, so stay tuned, we'll make a video on that when the 2023s do arrive in the country. Unlike everything else that is blacked out, your guards are actually color coded, which looks really nice when you do get into those brighter colors too. Now heading over to your fuel tank, you do get your diesel tank, and then next to it you have your AdBlue tank. That is an Australian standard that is in all of the Everest line. All of your back windows do have privacy glass on them from the factory. So down here below the sensor, you do get your recovery point. Across the back, you do get all your blacked out look. You get your blacked out Ford badge. Contrasting, you do get the lighter Everest with the blacked out back rather than what it was on the front. You do get your reversing camera here. The Everest Sport does get the automatic tailgate, which does include the kick to open sensors. The Everest Sport does get 7 leather centered seats, and your third row here is a manual lift. Underneath the compartment, you do have all of your tire changing tools in here, and you do get a little tiny space to store anything if you need to hide anything. The spare tire in all of the Everests is mounted underneath the chassis. In your second row, you do get your fan points. You do have vents all the way through the back cabin of the car that can be controlled by the fan point in the back or on that main screen. You do get a USB-A and a USB-C point as well. The second row does have those leather scented seats with the sport look that the front row does get. This is something you won't see in any of the other Everest line. The middle seat does have little cup holders here that can be pulled out or pushed in, whatever you need, and you do get cup holders in your door sides as well if you do need to use that middle seat. There are 2 different ways that you can pull down the second row. You've got a point up here, which will just move it forwards for easy access to that back row. Otherwise, down the bottom, you can lay it completely flat, and you can also pull it forwards on those rails as well. In that third row, you do get those 2 seats. You get your little cup holders on the sides. You do have tie-down points if you do need to strap anything down across the cabin as well. And like I mentioned, you do get your air vents at the top. Your passenger seat is an 8-way power seat. It does have heating and cooling function as well. You do get a glove box at the top here, as well as a little glove box here, and you do get a cup holder over on the passenger side as well. The car does have a 10-speaker sound system, but in this front row, you do get your 3 speakers. You got your top one, your one over near the door, and then your one on the door. Now, the most important seat is the driver's seat. You do get a 8-way power seat, and it does have those heating and cooling functions as well. Different to the passenger seat, you do get the 3 memory functions. So you and all of your family members can set up where they would like to be, where their lumbar support wants to be, and then set it into the car. Your Everest Sport does get your 12-inch touchscreen in the center console that has your wireless CarPlay and Android Auto functions. All of your climate control is also inbuilt into that screen, as well as your owner's manual. You do get your wireless charger just sitting underneath there, but if you don't want to use that, you have a USB A and C charger next to that as well. Heading downwards through your console, you do have your E-shifter with your manual gear functions on the right hand side here. You do get your electric handbrake, and then you get your off-roading modes, and your parking sensors all in these buttons here. Your driving modes are in this little knob over here, as well as your four-wheel driving modes. You do get a center console glove box as well with a 12-volt in it. So heading behind your steering wheel, you do get an 8-inch digital cluster. And all of your drive modes can be seen on here. In the Everest Sport, your driving modes include your normal driving mode, your eco driving mode, your tow and haul, slippery, mud, and sand driving modes. Each of your driving modes have their own unique screen on your digital cluster, and they also use a combination of your different four-wheel driving modes, your diff locks, to ensure you're maximizing the car's power while using these modes. Being the V6 engine, you do get your 4A driving mode, which is a four-wheel drive constant. With your bi-turbos, you don't get that one because it is only a part-time four-wheel drive. Your steering wheel is not missed out in your blacked out look. You do get the blacked out finish across the bottom of this steering wheel. Now over on the left hand side, you do have your intelligent adaptive cruise control, and all of your functions for that are over here. Thank you for watching our walkthrough of the Everest Sport. If you have any other questions or would like to see any videos, please leave them down below. We do read the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.